Diversifying income is more important than ever during COVID-19, especially in Australia. At the moment, with citizens being able to access their pension funds, our next guest says the impact this will have later on the economy could be scary as well. Daniel Wood, the founder, the CEO of Momentum Property Education, joins us now live. Daniel, thanks for joining us at Ticker.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So talk to us about our education, teaching us about the job, about being an employee, etc., and how it's just not valid in today's world. So the education system needs to keep up.
Well, we've seen, throughout our lives, we've grown up being taught, get a good education that leads to a nice, stable job, that leads to security for life, and you'll be taken care of. But when you look at how the overall system is working, obviously no one expected the pandemic to come. But now a lot of people who are doing great work in their jobs all of a sudden don't have a job. And at the same time, the world has been changing so fast with automation that all of a sudden those jobs probably won't come back. And the world has changed forever. And of course, the whole idea of being taken care of later in life is now being severely changed when people now can be draining their savings now to survive in these COVID times, not having the option to think about what will happen later.
Yeah, and talk to us about, the risks of putting all your eggs financially into one basket, things like hoping for pensions, hoping for savings, things like that as well. Everything seems so up in the air right now.
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of people feel. It is very frightening. And if this continues, people keep pulling out all their savings from their pensions, they can be put in a really bad situation. And at the same time, we see all over the world the pension system is failing, which means if you're betting on that to take care of you at the end of your life, you might be in for some horrible news, which is why our recommendation is always you should be looking at diversifying your income. You should find different ways to invest, to spread that risk, spread your different types of income, and therefore have a better future.
Well, give us an idea of how to do that, where to spread your income on things like property and stocks. It's been a roller coaster of a year this year. There'll be a lot of people who were hoping to get in early, might have missed the boat, but we just have no idea what's going to happen next in any of the markets right now, do we?
No, that's the question, is that a lot of experts are pointing to a crash will probably be coming. The problem is they're also pointing to that we'll have a currency loss in inflation, meaning you lose if you buy, you lose if you don't, right?
Yeah.
So the question is, what do you do? And for me, I think the best thing you can do is really to get into some quality investments now. Property investing is great when you look at it long term. I wouldn't be looking to get into something quick to sell and flip it and make some money. Instead, buy something that can generate a monthly income for years to come and build its value over time. And if you have the same idea in stocks, look at people like Warren Buffett. When he buys a stock, he buys it for, he's thinking 40 years into the future. If you're investing with that time long-term horizon, even a short-term dip, even if it's 20%, it doesn't really matter, because over the next 40 years, you'll make that back and more. And if it's generating cash flow, meaning rent and income every month, it doesn't really matter what the day-to-day value is.
Yeah, very much. Now, talk to us as well. A lot of people, when it comes to investing, they say, "Oh, I'm just not sure if it's me. I'd rather stay with something safe as well." Do you have to be a specific type of person, do you think, to get involved with investing?
No, my honest opinion is that you don't. What you need to find, though, is an investment type that fits your personality. I mean, there are so many different ways to invest. You can be a day trader. You can do long-term stocks and analyze companies. In property, you can be a designer if you're that creative type of person. You can be an analytical and buy, my first mentor was an ex-military and was very, he did the exact same property 300 times in a row. And that doesn't fit me. I jump around more and try different strategies in different areas to learn and keep exciting myself and finding new ways to do things. So I think the important thing is to find a type of investment that you can find is fun and exciting, and then really learn a lot about it and partner with people who've done it before you and already have that knowledge.
Yeah.
That combination is very, very powerful.
Yeah, very much so. All right, Daniel Wood, really appreciate your time, the founder and CEO of Momentum Property. Thanks.